NBA Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Philadelphia 76ers facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. And now let's turn it over to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke at the arena. I'll have more for you at halftime.
And there are the Mavericks earlier getting set to play. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the 76ers. And then for the Dallas Mavericks. And it's Smith, and it's Clavert in at the power forward.
Dallas usually does well against the Eastern Conference, and even in a year when they were struggling, that still was the case. The Mavs posted a 500 or better record against every division in the Eastern Conference.
Dallas did finish 41 up and 41 down in the year, with 17 of those wins coming, Steve, against the East. Not a bad mark for them.
And you'll remember last season it was in March when the Mavs started gaining a lot of ground and kind of put themselves into playoff contention. And a lot of those wins that month came against Eastern Conference teams. And he's on the board early.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
Harris is there, and there's the pass to Wood. Tough to finish it off. Beauty.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And that one's good.
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
109 left in the first quarter of the game. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on his shot. One free throw coming his way.
That kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Now, here is Smith. Potapica guarded by Harden. And that one's good. He has five.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, stay pretty comfortable with.
That's something that a lot of teams are going through now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Hardaway. Dives for it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And here are the Mavericks now. Smith kicks to Clavert. Coming in. 5 to shoot. Hardaway. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Terrific play right there.
Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it. The bump and the bucket.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. From deep, Harden. And yes, sir, that one drops. Harden's got 5. Here's Potopico. It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
Here's Claver. Smith, left side. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas moving the ball around. It's hauled in by George. And back to the Mavs, definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolute idiots. So let's hope the decision-makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the say the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
And the 76ers making a change here.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too. That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
That's good. And, Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
Tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
No good from outside. Here's Potopico. And the first half ends in a close one. Mavericks lead by 3. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studio, they're at the breakout at American Airlines Center in what's been a tight game. Mavericks playing well up to the break. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. And no quitting the 76ers. They came to win. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second-chance opportunities. James Harden has been the X factor. He's carved up the D like a hot knife through a warm cliche. Great play so far. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out to the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we return here in Big D, Dallas, Texas. Welcome back, everyone. Dallas leading by 3. Harris on the double team. Here's Claver looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. Out to Hardaway. Here's Potapico. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Yeah, he's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And also, Steve, I think he's really smart with the basketball. Very smart. When you're playing with him, your only job is to get open, because when you do, and if you do, he'll put it on the platter for you. Room service style.
1:12 left to play in the third.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Passes to Wood. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, and 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering, you know, the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Now, here is Harden. 5 points in the game. Clean. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
You know, the tension could not be any higher right now, and he looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. Just a cool customer.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Double by House. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. And good on the basket. Cooking. Hardaway's got 6.
You know, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of...
He knocks it in. A beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. Unbelievable. When a shot like that falls, even the hostile crowd has to crack a smile.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they have. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
He dishes it to Smith. Just his first attempt, and it's rejected. And that's on the bounce. Dallas will retain possession. There's the lob to the hoop. Tries to save it. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Ball's not loose. Harden outside. And he makes good on the layup. Harden's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Philadelphia. Here's Potapico. It's good. And there's a foul called in the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked into trying to outscore each other. And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
109 left to play here in the fourth. It's Harden with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had A lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Sinks it.
Well, you're going to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Harden left side. Tries again. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. Just what the doctor prescribed. The hoop and the horn, and he makes good on the free throw.
Tries it from the top of the key. Buries it.
Oh, what a basket, man. At the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Here's Cleves. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, that's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Kevin, the silence was deafening.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wood. It's stolen by Harris. To take the lead. Bullseye!
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the